While looking at the art, Shannon noticed a group of students interacting with the displays and having a wonderful time. One of the students had on his high school basketball jacket. It said, "Sunrise High School, the Bronx." In bold colors, it was a beautiful jacket, and he wore it proudly. It was the same one Butch wore on his off days. Oh my God! Shannon was stunned and frightened again. She leaned against a wall, unable to move. Her heart was beating like she had run 10 miles. Shannon said loud enough for all the students to turn and look at her while she covered her mouth. This is Edward's school. Could it be true? Fear and excitement gripped her stomach. Being in this situation is too overwhelming. She had just seen the flyer an hour ago. Now she was with his class her best friend would not stop talking about. She cautiously went up to the teacher and asked if this was the school that a soldier Edward Black taught. The students began to crowd around her. "Did you know Coach Black?" Faith, one of the students, asked. "Yes, I did. He was a comrade and lifelong friend," Shannon said, holding back tears. "I collaborated along with him. He was in the field. I was one of the doctors." Long pause from Shannon. She could not continue. "How was he hurt?" "Nobody tells us anything," Lillian asked. "I would have to ask his family for permission before I could divulge any confidential information." Standard reply. "Was there anything you could have done?" Faith again asked. The questions started coming in waves. Shannon was glad she was leaning against a wall to hold her up. She fought the feeling of escaping in her mind. "Stay in the moment," she said to herself. "We remember seeing you in a picture he sent us. Were you his girlfriend?" Faith prodded. "He told us he was going to bring you home to New York," a voice from the crowd said. It hit her. She was more than a friend to Edward. They had never held hands. He was interested in her more than she thought. She never looked at him as more than a friend, yet he looked at her differently. He was kind enough not to say anything to make her feel uncomfortable. Never romantically, no inclination the way felt. Bravo, Edward's smart move. You knew how sick in mind I am. He never wanted to push me away, she thought to herself. "Okay, I see you have a lot of questions for me. How about I come by your school for lunch, and I let you ask me questions?" "Okay." Shannon was glad she was concluding this inquisition. "Sure, that sounds cool," Lillian spoke up. "When?" A chorus of voices said it at the same time. "Give me a chance to settle in. I will exchange numbers with your teacher, and we will decide," Shannon said. They parted. Shannon ran out and leaned against the building, trying to gather her thoughts. What kind of ambush was this? She knew her past had caught up with her. She was unable to hide. She started thinking, New York. The Bronx is in New York. Why did she think she was going to get away? A promise is a promise, especially to a dying friend. She looked up at the sky. God, I still hate you, but I respect this move you are playing celestial chess. She laughed and thought she should have paid more attention in her United States geography class. Shannon understood grieving was overdoing and was the course she was on. Her steps were ordered, it seemed.